All four corners, we give the orders. Ready up. Gun. And big blow down.
Let's go.
Legit when I spit, outside on the front line so it's lit. Big stiff, never stay far from my lip. And when I'm drinking, the Mac them race got a kick. Kill him with it, kill him with it. Yeah, automatic. Kill him with it, kill him with it. Level.
So I've been like quite too content in training lately. I mean, not content as in lazy, but kind of leaving it to later in the day rather than just like getting it done. How I feel like you know that you are really passionate about training and stuff is like you're thinking about it the night before you go to sleep. You think, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to train this tomorrow, or I'm going to use this machine tomorrow or whatever, and I miss that. So by not trying to force myself anymore, I'm hoping that'll come back. Like a ballerina going. It's still a priority, but not like the top of my list for the day. I'll train when I feel like it. I'm just trying not to be too much of a control freak of everything right now, because just allowing it to go and allowing it to be rather than trying to force it. So obviously kind of post-show and pre-surgery, I had a full routine, but obviously then you have surgery, so you've got to change things to adapt to it and not push it as hard. In all fairness, I shouldn't even be training right now. Had there not been for like instructions and guidance of like Vicky and Alex knowing this shit, within 4 weeks, I was back in the gym. You know, I'm kind of in the full swing of it now. Obviously I'm not doing anything that's gonna jeopardize the results of my procedure, but if I was just a normal average Joe, I should have another like 2-3 weeks off and then start training. So I'm pretty fortunate to be given the right advice. Whew. And you know what? Another thing about kind of being in this stage or wherever I'm at the moment, I'm not tracking things. It's like the first time, and God knows how long, that I've just gone, fuck the logbook. Like for instance, with logging my weights, I was like obsessed with that. It was one of the things I knew how I was progressing and things like that. And I always had a set like workout to do. I mean, I've got the basics that I do, but I'm just thinking, you know what, I fancy doing that today. Let's just have a go in that and just feel the weight and do it rather than write this down, write that down. Oh, you fuck. You know, something I never talk about, and something I never kind of make a point of talking about, is like the PD usage and, you know, TRT and drug usage and all that, because I just don't think it's necessary to talk about, because it might give someone the wrong idea. I think it's talked about too much these days. I mean, it's more widely accepted now, but I seriously have concerns that these lads that are talking about it so openly, doing it for views and likes and stuff like that. I'm forgetting that there's someone young, up and coming, or someone who's following them, looking up to them, watching this, thinking, oh well, this and that takes this amount, so I'm going to take that, or this and that takes this stuff. I'm going to take that, where it's not completely unethical, it's wrong. Right now I am basically a natty bodybuilder, so I am literally on the lowest end of any kind of assistance, and I have been for like the last 20 weeks. Having a professional on your side is much better. Like I had Zach with his osteo and stuff, and I had Steffi, who was like my therapist with treatments, stuff like that, and it makes a massive difference, because not only can they point you in the right direction, give you the advice that you need, but they can also talk more sense to you, because, you know, they're a professional, they see what you're doing, and they'll tell you exactly what it is, rather than you trying to it's nicer to hear it from someone else who's professional, basically, rather than just winging it. And that's what a lot of people do, is they wing it thinking, oh, I'll be fine. You know, it was just a mishap. This once won't happen again, but keep happening. It's something trying to tell you that you're doing something wrong. Ah, fuck. Ooh. Need to rip the new one then, didn't I? Just from like memory, without logging it, I know that was one of the heaviest top sets I've done in a long time, so my strength's coming back. Ah, yeah. Okay. Evolving and getting stronger, it's an indication that, you know, obviously things are progressing, right? But you can probably make as much progression by changing how you do things, your intensity, time and attention and all that. So it's not all just about lifting heavier every week. One of the things people do is they'll just put the weight on, slab it on and just chuck that weight, like the ego lifting. That's one of the major things. I mean, I'm not saying I was, but perhaps one of the weaknesses I had was on the eccentric part of the movement. Maybe I'd let it go too fast and just like squeeze up and forget about the negatives. And that's one of the things I've kind of progressed more so on in the last few years, is working equally on the eccentrics and the concentrics, so the positives and the negatives. And that's what made so much progress for me. Doing that together, then everything becomes easier anyway. So when you do progress in weight, it's just easier because you can control it in both planes, in both directions, up and down. And that's made a massive difference for me. So my advice to someone who is just trying to get stronger all the time is don't just focus on lifting heavier, focus on the time and the tension and the intensity. Put that as a priority and then everything else just falls into place. So don't get me wrong, it's fun to lift heavy shit sometimes, just have a bit of like, fuck it, let's just have one day where you know, throw your ego on or off and just lift heavy shit, throw it about, have some fun with it, because we are also men at the end of the day and we have got a lot of fucking testosterone in us, and that does make you feel good, as much as I hate to admit it. One of the lessons I learned, and this is something that everyone could learn from, is watching women train. Not in a creepy way. You watch women, they don't go and train with ego. Women never train with ego, right? And you'll see them lifting so perfectly and so slowly and with that intention, right? Before you know it, you look back on that woman in a couple of months' time, she's stronger already. She's like lifting heavier weights, but still using the same intensity. Like men, they'll be doing 20 kilos side one week and then trying to do 40 kilos side the week after or the month after, and they still haven't fucking changed. There's your answer. This can be scary when you get stuck in it. Shit. Happened to me a few weeks back. I was just sat at the bottom there. I was thinking, I'm not going to tell anyone. Hopefully my strength will just come out of nowhere and I'll just be able to lift it. Didn't happen. I was there for about 10 minutes. The pelvis crushing in on me. That's it, 2 sets. Completely annihilated my butt. Whew, shit, I'll feel that tomorrow. I'm not bothering doing these 3-4 sets anymore because I just work my fucking ass off on that last set. So this doesn't require an extra set. And that's what the problem is with a lot of people. They get a plan, right? And that particular workout plan says do 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, right? And that individual goes, okay, so no matter what, I've got to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And that's what they do, and they don't see any progress, where if they listen to their bodies, and maybe after 2 sets, they think, fuck, I've got nothing left. I've got to do another set. Really, you should just do like, I've got nothing left. I gave everything, and I might have jumped the gun a bit on that second set, but I gave everything. That's it, just leave it as that. That 3rd set isn't necessary, just leave it as that. Even on 1 set, that's what the high intensity training was all about, is doing the 1 set. So some people might do it naturally without even thinking. So maybe this guy or this person has done 1 or 2 sets, completely hit what they want, what they need to, but in their head or on paper they've got to do another set, so they do that. It's counterproductive. Again, messes up your recovery. Once it's done, let it be. Listen to your body, move on to the next one. That was good. I enjoyed that. What I've got to bear in mind now that my rest has come to kind of end, that my opposing joints won't be as strong. Like my lower back, if I do leg press, it's going to tax my lower hips and that, right? So they probably won't be as strong, so it'll be like starting again on them as well. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, this whole kind of period I'm in right now, I'm just trying to enjoy it all. I am taking a month or so off coaching right now, off tracking, off logging, off, following orders, just do my own thing, enjoying it. It's nearly Christmas at the end of the day. I might just go through Christmas, off plan on my own accord, and then New Year, new me shit. We'll see.